Muchachos y muchachas, bienvenidos a Español con Webster. Welcome back, boys and girls, to Español con Webster. This is week 10, assignment 10, lesson 10. I cannot believe that we have been doing 10 weeks of online learning, distance learning. I want to congratulate everybody who has kept going and been turning in all those assignments on time. Thank you so much. 5th through 8th grade. I do really appreciate it. We are here now at another local area. It is another community in the vicinity here, and again, just like last week, due to privacy reasons, I am not going to be able to give you the name of the community, but it is quite beautiful here. Just wanted to show you some of the grounds that are at the entrance and just give you some very good news. This is actually the very last week that you need to do for online learning for Spanish class. Now, boys and girls, you will keep going with your other classes, as remember that Spanish is considered a special at TBS, so my deadlines are a little bit different than your homeroom teachers. So today should be representing the week of May 18th, and all assignments are going to be due, instead of Friday by 1, they're going to be due by Thursday at 1 p.m. Just want to get an extra day in, guys, so that I can process your grades, grade all those assignments, put them into gradebook, finalize everything, and lock your grades. That way your homeroom teachers have also time to get in and verify that everything's good so they can process the report card. So please help me out, boys and girls. Remember, this is week 10, assignment 10, lesson 10. Turn in everything by Thursday. Instead of Friday, we're doing Thursday at 1 p.m., which should be May 21st, 2020. And before we start, muchachos y muchachas, just wanting to wish everybody a fabulous summer. I hope you guys stay safe, stay strong and healthy. I'm sure you guys will have a wonderful summer, and we're all hoping and praying that things will improve around the world, especially with the pandemic, and that hopefully, slowly but surely, things will kind of go back to some sort of normal situation. Here is another view of the entrance here. I hope you've enjoyed seeing some of the local area locations. It's been fun videotaping for you guys, especially the welcome videos. So make this last assignment count. Let's everybody get 100 or close to that. And so now I think it's time to get inside and let's get to work. Chicos y chicas, welcome back to Español con Webster. Boys and girls, welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in. As you just heard in the welcome video, this is your very last video. That's right, 8th grade, you heard correctly. So after you're done with the assignment for lesson 10, you will be all done for my class. If you've turned everything in, then you are all set, and I will be processing your grades as soon as possible. Boys and girls, welcome to the last video, lesson 10, week 10, assignment 10. Muchachos y muchachas, to begin our video, let's start off with a cultural point. Boys and girls, here you see a specific tea. It is called mate cocido. Those of you that have family from the Argentina area, or from the country of Chile, or from the country of Uruguay might be familiar with this. Boys and girls, there is a very famous tea that is called mate, and it's actually, people drink it in a specific cup. And they use a very specific and special straw. Here we have a picture of an example of it. Do you see this little cup here? And this very special straw that has these little tiny holes here at the bottom. This is very typical and very cultural of the area in South America, in specific the countries of Argentina, Chile, Paraguay, and Uruguay. There might be some other countries, but those are the ones that are most famous for drinking mate. Now, boys and girls, the mate, the way it's done is you put these specific herbs in here, and then the straw goes inside and you add hot water to it. And it's also very cultural and customary to pass it around. So different people kind of sip on the same straw. And I know that sounds a little bit crazy, especially now that we're in the pandemic, but that is very typical of that area. Now, the tea that I'm showing you up here, mate cocido, is actually the herbs from the whole mate business, but it's put into tea bags, so you can actually drink it as a regular tea. Now, the company name is Taragüí, and the country that produces mate cocido, this brand, is from Argentina. I'm going to say that again. It's from Argentina. The brand is Taragüí. It's just an easier way, and you don't have to go ahead and share, your straw with other people. You can drink it as a specific tea. All right, guys, I just wanted to share that little cultural point with you before we move into our lesson 10. Okay, guys, so here we go. The objectives for lesson 10, grade 8. Grade 8, this is for you, is to teach the radical verb dormir. Yes, I'm sorry, guys, there is one more radical verb we have to cover. I know this chapter has introduced lots of verbs to you, and especially radical verbs, which are different from the regular ones. Well, dormir is another O to UE radical verb. The second objective for the video is to express that you like to do something with the verb gustar. You're going to learn how to say that you like to do something utilizing that verb. And the last objective, 8th graders, is to say a formal goodbye. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a formal goodbye. So in the chapter, boys and girls, on page 213, we went over this box last week, which was lesson 9. However, we focused very much on volver, which is an ER verb, O-D-U-E, and we also focused on poder, which is another ER verb. Now, boys and girls, we did not really get to focus too much on dormir. Now, dormir means to sleep. It is a radical O-D-U-E verb. We're learning this in the present tense, and it is IR. That's the type of verb it is. So let's just look really quickly at this table, and then we'll go ahead and copy this information into one of our whiteboards. So we're going to ask Victoria to go ahead and give us the conjugation once I give the pronoun. Here we go. Yo
Duermo.
Tú
Duermes.
Él, ella, usted
Duerme.
Nosotros
Dormimos.
Vosotros
Dormís.
Ellos, ellas, ustedes.
Duermen.
Thank you, Victoria. So boys and girls, now that we went over this from page 213, we're going to go ahead and work it out on another conjugation table on a whiteboard. Entonces, octavo grado, here we go. Dormir, to sleep. All right, guys, this is an O to UE verb. So I go like this. I write my first letter. I see that there's an O there. I'm supposed to drop that. And Victoria, tell me what 2 letters I insert instead of that O.
U-E.
Perfect, U-E. Now, boys and girls, this is tricky. You got to go back up and see that letter right there, which is an R. You just carry down the remaining letters and then stop and say to yourself, I have to drop the IR and I need to insert the O. So what is my new word, Victoria?
Duermo.
Good, yo duermo. If you want to say you sleep till 5, you say yo duermo hasta las 5. Okay, tú. Here we go. The ending is ES. I start with my letter D. I drop my O. I insert UE. Bring down my R. Bring down my M. And now I put ES. Victoria, what happens there?
Duermes.
Good. Tú duermes. Fantástico. Now, él, ella, and usted. My ending is E, boys and girls. So here I go. I write my D. Drop the O. Insert UE. Bring down the other 2 letters. Make sure that you drop that IR and insert the E. Victoria, what happens there?
Duerme.
Good. Él duerme. If you want to say he sleeps till 10, él duerme hasta las 10. Now, everybody take a little pause and remember that we learned this last week. Nosotros and vosotros does not have that change with that whole O to UE. So, this goes like this. Dormi, drop the IR, insert imos. Dormimos. Nosotros dormimos en casa. We sleep at home. All right, vosotros, same thing. You do not have to do that stem change, and you do have to insert dormís. You insert that IS. All right, guys, so that's why I put a little star there. Nosotros and vosotros does not change for that stem. Now, let's go to the last pronoun. Ellos, ellas, and ustedes. What is the ending, Victoria, for regular IR verbs?
En.
N, E-N. So here I do the stem change. It's D, drop the O, put the UE, bring down the other letters, drop the IR, insert the EN. And what do we have there, Victoria?
Duermen.
Duermen. All right, this N looks a little funny here, guys, so I'm going to erase that and put a regular N here. boys and girls, I know this is a little tricky, so you can rewind and watch that part again. And also remember that last week we did learn that nosotros and vosotros doesn't do that stem change. All right, now let's use this table to come up with some sentences. Seguimos adelante. We are continuing on, guys. And here we go. Sentence number 1. Let's see what that says. It says, Francisco blank hasta las 11. Francisco something until 11. So Francisco sleeps until 11. Francisco is a boy. Let's ask our good friend Monica. Monica, what pronoun would we use if we're referring to a boy?
You would have to use él.
Fantastic, Monica. So here's él. I slide my finger over. The answer is duerme. I slide over here, and now it becomes Francisco duerme hasta las 11. Francisco sleeps until 11. All right. Excellent. Let's go to number 2. How about Monica? Can you read that? Just say blank here.
Ellas blanc en el sofá.
Thank you, Monica. They, boys and girls, they plural, blank on the sofa. So they blank on the sofa. I see my pronoun is ellas. I slide over to my table. I look for ellas, and I realize that my answer, Victoria, is
Duermen.
duermen. So I come over here, and I write down duermen. Victoria, could you read that whole sentence for us?
Ellas duermen en el sofá.
Perfect. Ellas duermen en el sofá. They sleep on the sofa. Now, number 3 could be a little tricky. Got to take a minute to think about this. Victoria, could you read the sentence and say blank for this area?
Tú y yo blank hasta las 9.
Good. Tú y yo. You and I blank until 9. Okay, we know that it's going to be sleep, so you and I sleep until 9. But in Spanish, when you have tú y yo, you and I, what pronoun can we insert in here to mean the same thing? Victoria, would you know that?
Nosotros.
Fantástico. So boys and girls, let's slide over here to our little table. Nosotros or nosotras would be dormimos. So tú y yo dormimos. This is tricky, and sometimes some people can get a little bit confused. Don't forget, if it says y yo and I, it's suddenly going to be nosotros. Okay, so Victoria, let's repeat these really quick before we move on to our next objective. Francisco duerme hasta las 11.
Francisco duerme hasta las 11.
Ellas duermen en el sofá.
Ellas duermen en el sofá.
Tú y yo dormimos hasta las 9.
Tú y yo dormimos hasta las 9.
Fantastic, Victoria. So boys and girls, your assignment is going to have a whole section that you have to fill in for the verb dormir. All right, 8th grade, moving on to our next objective is for you to be able to express that you like to do something. The verb gusta comes from gustar, and it means to like. So when we have the question, ¿te gusta correr?, remember that we use the reflexive pronoun te because it's asking you, do you like to run? And you are going to answer with the reflexive pronoun me. So, ¿te gusta correr? And if you do, you would say sí, comma, me gusta correr. Basically, you're saying, yes, I like to run. Now, let's notice a couple of things here, boys and girls, that are really, really important as your last lesson. Gusta stays the same as far as the conjugation, but the infinitive here, correr, does not change at all. You keep the infinitive. So you would say, sí, me gusta correr. Yes, I like to run. Remember, the second verb stays in the infinitive. You don't have to conjugate it. Let's go to number 2. Let me ask you guys another question. ¿Te gusta caminar? Do you like to walk? Notice, this is your second verb. It stays in the infinitive. So, Victoria, if you want to say yes to this question, how would you answer it?
Sí, me gusta caminar.
Muy bien, Victoria. Muchas gracias. Thank you. So, sí, me gusta caminar. Let's notice a couple of things, boys and girls. We are going to notice that the verb sí has an accent, boys and girls, and that's really important because if it doesn't, it means the word if. But if you put your accent mark, that means yes. So make sure to put that accent mark. Sí, me gusta caminar. Yes, I like to walk. All right, gusta stays like that because it's coming from the question, te gusta, and you're answering about you. Sí, me gusta. All right, number 3, another question. te gusta, maybe some of you guys are doing this now that we have been home so much. ¿Te gusta cocinar? Victoria, what does that mean?
Do you like to cook?
Do you like to cook? Cocinar means to cook. So maybe some of you guys have become amazing chefs while you've been home. I don't know, maybe. All right, let's say that we do like to cook. How would we answer that, Alejandra? Let's have Alejandra help us out.
Sí, me gusta cocinar.
Fantástico, Alejandra. Sí, me gusta cocinar. Again, cocinar stays in the infinitive. You don't conjugate it. Sí, me gusta cocinar. Yes, I like to cook. So I'm sure by now you can see the pattern, boys and girls. Make sure you have your sí. Make sure you have your comma. Make sure you have the reflexive pronoun me because you are asking about yourself, and don't conjugate the second verb. This is also on your assignment. 8th grade students, so the code for this video today, write it down, is 549. Otra vez, one more time, the code is 549. 549 is the code. As you can see, this is our lesson 10, assignment 10, week 10, and I want to explain this to you really quickly, but before I explain, I want you guys to stay tuned because I have a little formal goodbye clip that I want to show you, so please pay attention, and I'll be right back to continue with this. Dear students, I wanted to take a moment to say goodbye in person and to wish all of you a fantastic summer. I actually wrote down a couple of things because I didn't want to forget anything. First, I wanted to say felicidades to all of you. Congratulations, you made it. This is the very last video for my class. Woo! Thank you so much for tuning in each week, and also thank you to all of you that turned in all of your assignments on time. That really helped me and it made my life just a little bit easier. Also, I wanted to reach out to the 8th graders. I wish you the very best 8th grade. As you leave TBS and you begin high school, I'm sure you will do wonderful. I think you have received a wonderful academic foundation, and I know if you continue to focus and be diligent in your studies, you will all do amazing in high school. So congrats 8th grade. In just a few weeks, you will be officially 9th graders. Also 5th graders, I wanted to say congrats to you too, because as you complete 5th grade, you're gonna start middle school. And I think that as your last year of elementary school, you deserve a big send-off. So congrats, felicidades, muchas felicidades. You will excel definitely as 6th graders. Just keep working hard. You guys know I love you. Also, 6th and 7th graders, I wanted to say congrats to you on completing another school year. I know this year was not easy, boys and girls, so many changes for all of us, especially with this pandemic going on and online learning. I know is definitely a challenge for all of us. But thank you also, 6th and 7th, for tuning in, for working hard, for completing all those assignments on time. And please, my last thing I want to tell you guys is turn in your lesson 10 assignment by this Friday, May 22nd by 1 p.m. And if there's anyone out there, anyone out there that still has any makeup work, please, this is your last call. You should have turned that in on the 15th, so get that in. So TBS students, be safe everyone, have lots of fun during the summer, and definitely stay healthy. All right, TBS students, so let's get back to the regular part of our video, and let me show you your last assignment, assignment number 10. So now that you guys got to see our formal goodbye, I am so happy that we are finishing up, guys. Even though I know this is the end, I do want to wish you the best in high school, as I already said. So here we go. Name is 2 points, your nombre, tu fecha, the date is 2 points. The title of this lesson is called El verbo dormir y ¿qué te gusta hacer? What do you like to do? All right, guys, here is the conjugation table. I'll go ahead and I will put a copy of page 213 on my website so you can have it. And boys and girls, as you notice, you need to insert the meaning of dormir, which you know is to sleep, and also fill in the missing conjugations. And you are welcome to look on the chart. That is okay. Moving on here, guys, the directions are to use the table for dormir from page 1 and fill in the blank or bubble in one of the proper conjugations. So just to analyze number 1, it says tú blank hasta las 10, you informal, blank until 10. You sleep until 10. So you would look at the pronoun tú, go to your table, find out what's the conjugation. Easy. Number 6, you do have 3 choices. only bubble in one of those choices. Same thing for number 7. Sara y Victoria blank en una carpa. Sarah and Victoria sleep in a tent. Be careful. Ask yourself what pronoun could be substituted for Sarah and Victoria. Just think about that, guys. The very last page, boys and girls, of your last assignment is actually really important. 7 points are going to be your video code question for the number that I just gave you. Just gave you that. And number 9 is actually a survey question. This is some information that I would like for me. Boys and girls, you have actually watched 10 videos for this Spanish class. I want to know what part of the video was your very, very favorite. It is worth 2 points, and you could only bubble in one. I do want you to think of your favorite part, but let's say you had 2 parts that you super enjoyed. That's fine if you want to bubble in more than one. Some of you might have liked the music, maybe some of you don't. Then maybe you also enjoyed the welcome videos, so maybe you'll bubble that in. Looking around the area, I got to show you a lot of the town of where I live in, so I thought that was kind of cool. And the third one, maybe you say, well, you know what, Miss Webster, I didn't really like those welcome videos, but I did like the characters from the video, like Monica, Alejandra, and Victoria. So please bubble in at least one. Number 10, we talked about a tea. The name is mate cocido, and I told you it's from what country? The one I told you at the beginning. Go back and rewind if you don't remember. So the second part here says, ¿Qué te gusta hacer? What do you like to do? So basically the example is, ¿Te gusta bailar? Do you like to dance? You will answer, sí, me gusta bailar. Notice you have the reflexive pronoun, just like the examples we gave before. And we're going to have Monica help us out with the instructions for this section.
Answer C for the following questions.
Thank you, Monica. So basically she said to answer yes for the following questions. Even if it's not true, boys and girls, answer yes and follow this format. So number 11, ¿Te gusta cantar? Do you like to sing? You would say, yes, I like to sing. Of course, you will say this in Spanish. ¿Te gusta comer? Do you like to eat? ¿Te gusta leer? Do you like to read? Girls, that finalizes our assignment 10. Again, 8th grade, wishing you a really great summer. I hope things calm down soon. I hope you and your family stay very safe, and I very much wish you a wonderful experience next year as you enter 9th grade and as you become freshmen in high school. Just enjoy it, boys and girls, one day at a time. And you know what? Thank you so much for tuning in.
Monica here to say goodbye. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. See ya! Alejandra here. Sorry I was absent so much, guys. I was busy watching Netflix. Okay, bye! Hola, Victoria here, wanting to say goodbye. Adios!